doing this.
Alright guys, so welcome back to the video. This one is obviously going to be on the gas bonnet struts that Clio's and Coffee have just brought out. If you don't know about Clio's and Coffee, you can find them on Instagram, you can find them on Facebook. They do a lot of sort of events and meets and stuff like that. I'm going to obviously pop up their poster for their most sort of recent meet coming up, which is going to be at EFI Parts. If you don't know where that is, it's up near Liverpool way. I've been meaning to go there for ages because I've had a remap sort of booked in. I've paid the deposit, but there's no way I've been able to get out there with all this COVID malarkey going on. So that's a bit of a bugger, but that's where the first meet is. So I'm going to pop the post up now with the dates and everything. They also do an RS drive, which is going to be up by the Lake District, I think around about August time, but hopefully I've been talking to them and they said that they're going to be doing a meet down south. So there should be a Clio's and Coffee meet down near me, which is perfect. Sort of Southampton way, I think he's looking at a location there. But yeah, that'd be quite cool. That's definitely one I'll be making. But hopefully I can make it up to the sort of EFI Parts one as well. But not sure about the Lake District, not sure my car would make it up there, let alone drive around there as well. So yeah, obviously, anyway, getting to the point, we're talking about the gas bonnet struts today. I've already opened it slightly and had a little look at the paperwork, so we're just going to let those bits sort of fall out. So the fitting kit comes with a little bit of grease and obviously all the brackets and all that jazz that you need. In the main pack, the side I haven't opened yet, he's actually given me a little Clio's and Coffee sticker as well, so obviously that's going to go on the car. They are produced by Dark Ice Designs, which is the packet it comes in. You get a sticker from those boys as well. But I have gone for the dual gas bonnet strut kit, which is $49.99, I believe, for the two. Which is only about £7 more than the single one. The single, obviously, gas bonnet kit is $42.99, and the same with the Mark III. It's the same price, but they only do a single. So the dual kit for the Mark II, the only reason why I went for it is just that it's going to be a little bit more sturdy. You're obviously going to have one on each side. At the moment, with the bonnet stay that I've got, and everyone's got on the standard Clios that you do sort of manually, is just a single one anyway, and it holds the bonnet fine. But just for a little bit more stability and for an extra £7, I thought, why not just get two? But yeah, this is what they come like with your stickers and your pack and everything. But I'm going to whip these boys out now and we're going to have a look at fitting it, and obviously that's what this video is about, is showing you guys how to fit it and everything. But yeah, Clio's and Coffees have a website as well, so if you're looking at any other parts to buy from those sort of guys, they do the K brace, the BAF K brace is on there as well. They do obviously they relay it to those guys. MS Custom Engineering has now got some, I think it's some engine bolts have just flipped onto there, which I had a little look at the other day. Nathan Clay air filter cover, which is what I've just got in my car. I've just sort of spoke to him and got a new one of those as well. They also do OME stickers as well, so if you're looking for any original stickers underneath the bonnet, behind the gas cap, what am I, American? Fuel cap. They do those original stickers as well, and obviously Clio's and Coffee is its own brand, so he's got hoodies, got stickers and stuff like that for the cars and stuff. So if you're looking for any Clio stuff, he's slowly sort of building and progressing that website and that sort of group and the following. So yeah, if you're interested, Facebook, Instagram, Clio's and Coffee. And yeah, he's running meets and he sells stuff, so what more could you want? Hopefully he keeps bringing new stuff for the Mark IIs and I can keep videoing it and showing you guys. So yeah, we're going to jump to it now anyway. I'm going to whip these boys out of the pack and we're going to fit the dual strut kit. Point links to a picture, which I mean, you can't make it any easier than that hopefully, but by the looks of things, we're bolting in to sort of the second bolt to the bonnet and we're coming underneath this little wing bolt here. Okay, so step one is to make sure the thicker end is screwed in tight by the strut. I'm obviously looking a little bit closer. They've got that safety pin there that wraps around and sort of pins through to hold it in place, so obviously you'll need to undo them and just before you clamp it onto the fixings. But looking like a nice product. But yeah, step one, just make sure this end is screwed in. Step two, on the driver's side, take out the top hinge bolt for the bonnet. Step three is to fit the smaller bracket, so you've got the bigger one, obviously those two drill holes. I don't think we're going to be drilling with those holes, but that's obviously the bigger bracket. The smaller bracket goes onto the bonnet. Oh, I might have to eventually spray this black, you know. So reusing the same bolt. So that's step three. Step four, we bring it down to the front and we're going to be using this sort of 10mm underneath here. We're going to undo that. So just take that 10mm out there. It's going to fit sort of up this way, so that way faces up, not that way around. This way. and that should hopefully sit in the position that it needs to be. Just tighten him up. He's fixed. Alright, so the strut will be going this way around with the thicker end at the bottom. So we're just going to push it around with our nail and slide it down and out. So they provide us with a little packet of grease. We're just going to grease up these ends and we're going to push it on, and then we're going to refit that little wire clip like you see on that end and fix it into place. Oh, a bit too much. Clip him into place and refit. I want to see if I can show you. Lay it this way, post him back through and clip him round, and he's fixed. So same with this end, I've just greased him up. I've taken that little clip out. I'm gonna have to lift the bonnet up slightly because we're not making it, but maybe it results for a higher finish. Oh no, we still don't make it. Taken off the bonnet latch on the left hand side so I can get the bonnet high enough to, no, it's not flat now. Insert this end. So I've got one hand holding the bonnet. Clip it round and cheese it. We got one on with no boot stay. Cool. So for those that are on about doing just the one gas boot strut, this is obviously what it's going to be like. I've just done the one now on that driver's side. I've left the boot stay on this side. The gas boot struts are slightly higher, so like I said, I had to pop that out to lift him up. So I need to get a little drill because that's the rivet you need to drill out to do the second one, but it's just repeating that process, but you need to take this out because it's going to get in the way. But single strut is done. Nope. Bigger.
Just twist it, yeah. There you go.
Oh no.
What?
Oh yeah. Well, I can go back on. The only thing I would say about this side is obviously I've got my Nathan Clay battery cover and induction cover. I've got my sort of little cover for the fuse box as well, so it's going to be a little bit tighter to get underneath here, but I don't think it should be too bad. We'll see how we go. Okay, so there's one thing I did have to do. I've undone this 10mm and I've undone that 10mm there slightly. That's just because I want to access this little washer underneath here. The reason why that is because this doesn't seem to be going down as far as that side. I don't know if that side washer's been removed before or this has been added for some reason, but I want to take that out pretty much because it's not leaving enough thread underneath. So if I remove that washer, hopefully that means that can push down further, and yeah, we get a little bit more of thread at the bottom. It was getting a bit tight. That is the dual strut brace kit. Like I said, obviously probably still wants to lift up from about, oh, that's the midpoint from there. Still wants to lift up. You've got to do it gently, otherwise it will bounce, and when you bring it down you can drop it. You can only drop it when you have removed this, which is obviously the part that goes in between the body framework and the bonnet here. They're quite close to sort of the body framework there, and that's obviously where it starts squeezing against. Oh, I'm letting it bounce. Yeah, other than that, they look cool, they feel good, nice quality. They said it sort of holds itself at about mid-height, so you got a lot of room. With the single kit, the strut is stronger, so obviously that's going to support the bonnet a little bit better just being the one. But yeah, obviously if you want the two, this is what you're going to get. But yeah, it's pretty good. Nice little design. Just that one little flaw where it's all quite tight underneath, but otherwise, yeah, I think it's a good buy. Happy with it. Takes my car to a little bit more modern anyway. Okay, so it's quite easy to fit. Like I said, there was a few little nicky points where I couldn't sort of get the bracket into the strut, but it's just that, yeah, I was trying to force it. The little rig on the inside was obviously poking out, so just be aware of that. They provide the grease, they provide everything else. You use the nuts that are in there already. The passenger side was a little bit more tricky to put one of the brackets in, but it's all pretty simplistic. Like I said, just take into account that it does sort of touch obviously that rubber seal along the top. You might have to cut into that, just obviously make it fit, but it's one of those things where you're making an aftermarket part for a car that's quite old, so it brings it up to sort of date a little bit more. But yeah, obviously it's got that little nick, but I really like it. I think it's a good addition, and yeah, hopefully this guide and sort of how-to video has helped you sort of decide whether you want one, and it's going to help you whether you're you know, sort of when you come to fit it. So yeah, remember, Clios and Coffee, they're the ones you want to check out on Instagram and Facebook, and obviously I think it's .co.uk for their website just on the end. But yeah, so as always, thank you for tuning in. If you've got any comments about the product, please drop them down below, or obviously head over to their Instagram page and question them there. I'm sure he's got all the answers for all the questions, but I'll try and answer them as well. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in as always. But yeah, that's it really for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.